Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I have a network update for you guys out of AT&T. So recently, RCR Wireless made a very similar article about Verizon. And it was also titled Mid-Band Spectrum Strategy Verizon. This one is titled Mid-Band Spectrum Strategy AT&T. Now, what is the difference between Verizon and AT&T's mid-band strategy? The only difference is Verizon has more of it. They bought more C-band. They bought licensing of the CBRS. And that is something that AT&T didn't do. AT&T did not purchase any of the licensed CBRS licensing that was out there. They did not purchase more C-band than Verizon, but now they have other strategic opportunities to get more mid-band. They're selling off media, both parts of their media. That is a strategic move into buying more spectrum. They needed to offload in order to onload. So you had to offload these assets in order to onload more debt or more spectrum, whichever you need to do. If you need to go into more debt to purchase the spectrum, then AT&T is now in a much better position to do so. Much, much better. A more focused company. So what Jeff McElfresh, AT&T's communications CEO, was quoted saying, "We're equipped with solid spectrum." That's what he said. We're equipped. So in other words, instead of lollygagging around questions like some do and are not straight to the point, he's pretty much saying, we are fine where we're at. We will do what we need to do to get our network performing the way we want it to perform and perform competitively. Of course, they want that to happen as well. They want the network to perform competitively against their competitors. So if they need to put out more small cells, C-RAN into the market, they will do so. T-Mobile right now is not heavily involved in C-RAN. I'm tracking this. They are not doing small cells at the scale of Verizon and AT&T. Trust me, they are not. They're not doing it. So C-RAN are going up for AT&T in a big way. Verizon in an even bigger way with millimeter wave involved, especially since Verizon wants to do fixed wireless. So their rollout is going to be completely different versus AT&T's. AT&T is bringing a lot of fiber to houses, and that's how they're pursuing their home internet. They're doing it with the last mile, covering the last mile to the house with fiber. That's how AT&T is approaching this. It's a bigger investment. It's a heavy investment, but it could potentially have a bigger payout. That depends on how you look at it. It could be looked at subjective. Verizon may be good in your area. There may be a node nearby where you can pick it up with home internet, or the node is not close enough and you may have to get fiber from AT&T. Regardless, both are going to be great products. They're both going to get the job done. So either or you pick, they're going to get the job done for you. Fiber is the best in class product you can offer for home internet, and millimeter wave is the best and closest experience to that fiber performance. Just a fact. So again, AT&T is in a position now to go after that spectrum in auction 110, 40 megahertz. They're going to get it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if anyone has told you different. AT&T is getting that 40 megahertz. I'm so confident in that. They're getting that 40 megahertz. In auction 110, AT&T is getting that 40 megahertz. That is the max allowed to buy by each carrier in 4 channels of 10 megahertz. That is how it can be purchased. That's how it's broken down. And AT&T is able to compete, and now they're in a much better position to buy that spectrum. So I will leave this article in the description down below. You guys can check it out. It's great information. Again, CBRS was not purchased by AT&T. They did not purchase as much C-band. Now there's auction 110, there's auction 108, and who knows what other auctions are going to be available in the future for AT&T to compete. I One thing that I really disliked recently from AT&T is that they really went out of their way to send a letter to the FCC complaining about spectrum screening. Yes, T-Mobile got the most spectrum. Yes, they're bragging about it. Yes, maybe it's not fair. But instead of crying to the FCC about it, compete, AT&T. You have money, compete, buy more spectrum, build more CRAN, build more macros, make it happen. You have money. You are a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. You have the money. Compete, just make it happen. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading your comments. If you have been on the channel or you are new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow my social media outlets, especially my Twitter. I do post the videos on there. If YouTube is behind on pushing notifications, Twitter has a great push notification system. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see you in the next one. Peace.